Hello and welcome back to the podcast. Thank you very much for being here. Today, we are going to talk about sales. And I recently had a meeting with somebody and brought this topic up, and I see it a lot on social media. And I was thinking about it again this morning about how everybody's mad if somebody's trying to sell something. So let's just put it into perspective. If you go on to any type of social media, it does not matter what it is, somebody is trying to sell you something. There is some sort of a network marketing business that maybe somebody is selling something for. There is a lot of stuff that people are doing for affiliate stuff that, if they recommend a product and you go to their Amazon page and they get paid for that. And there's a lot of influencers on social media that are making a lot of money between TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever that is. And I find it super interesting lately that people are super mad about that. And I don't understand why. Like you can just keep scrolling. It's something that I've ran into in my business forever. Oh, you're just a salesperson. And you guys have heard me go on rants and raves about that I am not just a salesperson. I am a teacher of the infinite baking concept and I want to help teach you something. If you don't want to learn it, then by all means, go find somebody else. But I am here to teach you something. And it's just so interesting to me because I want to put it into perspective a little bit. If you go into a clothing store, they are going to try to sell you something, right? And if we need them for help because we have a question on something, we're good with that. If we are going into an Acme Tools and we need a, specific tool, we are going to ask for help on that tool. Like, I mean, I've bought lots of tools at Acme. They're very great. They leave you alone, but when you need them, they're there, right? They can teach you about the difference between the tools. They have the ability to tell you what the sales are that week, whatever it might be. And we don't get mad about that. Yet they too are in sales. If you are a parent, you are selling your children every single day to eat their vegetables, get up, get dressed, go to school, right? You are encouraging them and telling them how good all these things are. That is selling. And so why is it that we get so mad when people are on social media and they are selling us their product? They're telling us about their product. Why is that sort of new way of them doing business? Why is that bad? I can't tell you how many amazing things that I have purchased from being online scrolling along. Oh my goodness. So many good things because you have the ability to have reviews. People can comment on things. When people start shutting off their comments, that's when you should probably get worried, right? People will comment negative stuff on my stuff all the time. I will remove some of them if they're just idiotic comments that they've never even tried the product or they've never read the book, whatever. I'm going to remove you because you are making a comment that doesn't even make sense. Now, if you have a legitimate comment, I'm going to leave it there. If you have an argument about a 401k or a rate of return, I'm going to probably answer you and address that because you're not going to be the only one with that question. It's the exact same thing with all these people in these products. And then there's ads and they're selling their product through ads. And now we're mad because our social media is flooded with ads. It's called capitalism. We have tons of small businesses in this country. And why do we want to shut them down? We should be helping them. Everybody says shop local. Oh my God, shop local, shop local. Yet when somebody's on social media trying to sell something, y'all are mad about it and you go to your big box store because they're not selling you anything. Guess what? They're selling you all kinds of stuff. Do you get mad at that little person at Costco and Sam's Club that's giving you a sample? Because they're a salesperson. They're trying to sell you on that little sample. Every time I go to Costco and I have a little sample, I'm like, ooh, I need to buy one of those because that was really good, right? They just upsold me. And you guys don't even think of that because they're not a car salesman. They're not an equipment salesman. They're not a realtor, right? We get mad at realtors too because they're just making commission. Of course they are. They're doing a job. They found you a house. They did all the legal paperwork for you. They showed up at closing. If they're good, if they're not good, then yeah, they probably shouldn't have got paid because there's not good in every single industry. So it just blows my mind that we are so blinded that we can't even see what's happening. And what brought this up, let me tell you what brought this up while I'm on this rant, is that I saw some beautician, some stylist, whatever they call themselves today. I saw some stylist selling and promoting, she's not selling, she's promoting some hair dryer product. And everybody, she's just the sweetest little thing from Minnesota. And she's just trying to help everybody and she's educating everybody on all this education. That's what she's doing. She's not just saying, hey, it's the greatest thing ever. She's actually telling you why. She's showing you how to use it. It's like, I've learned a ton from her about how to do my hairs. Okay. Not that any of you men listening give two craps about my hairs, but I've learned some stuff from this lady. And yet she's getting bashed because she's promoting a product and trying to make some extra cash. Let's go back to pre-COVID when TikTok was just for dancers. And everybody thought that was fantastic. And then all of a sudden COVID came and people are making money on the social medias because they are promoting product. They're doing affiliate marketing type stuff. They're doing user-generated content, UGC type stuff. If you don't know about what's happening on social media, you better open your eyes. We have a ton of people that are not out in the workforce because they are on social media promoting products that they believe in or whatever, however it goes. Maybe some of them are lying about it. I don't know. I don't frankly care. I'm going to trust who I trust. So if they're promoting a product and they're making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a day, sometimes $10,000 a day if they really go viral, well, good for them. But guess what? They're not out in the work field. They're not out in an office setting. They're not out at your fast food restaurants anymore. There is such a shift, and that shift has come because people understand that they can sell and make money. It pains me when I see parents of little kids and these parents say, oh, no, don't, you got to stop. Don't ask them if they want any more of your popcorn, right? If these kids are selling something for school and the parents are pulling them back and say, no, don't ask. That's rude. No, it's not rude. It's called sales. And people in sales make more money than people punching a clock. If you understand what you're doing, you can make more money. Yet it's got this horrible stigma to it. And you as the parent are selling your kid on not selling. Oh, no, don't. Oh, they might be upset. Don't you think they're going to be upset? You know what? If an adult doesn't want to buy something from a child, they should then say no. If that child can sell their little popcorn, I don't care how much popcorn they sell. Let them go. A lot of times it's whoever the highest seller is in school gets a bike or gets some sort of a reward, right? Let them go. Let them get that reward. Let them accomplish something. My daughter just got a job at Verizon, and I probably talked about this last week. For whatever reason, I feel like I've already talked about this. But she could go punch a clock at another job, and she could make, I don't know, some of the jobs she applied for were 17 to 18.50 an hour. If she was working at a bank or there was a grocery store that she could work at, that pay is great. I think that pay is fantastic. But she goes to work at Verizon, and with sales, her minimum that they make is about $25 an hour. One 22-year-old in her office or in her store is making $50 an hour. $50 an hour. I drive by that store all the time. I rarely ever see a car in front of it. I'm like, do you guys even have customers? Like, are there people that come into the store? Because I never see anybody there. How are you making $50 an hour? But guess what? It's sales. Because she can tell you, hey, why don't we just upgrade your package? Why don't we throw on a free iPad? Because you qualify for a free iPad. I'm learning all kinds of things about my cell phone. But it is a opportunity. I was thrilled that she took that job because guess what? She's going to learn how to sell. And she doesn't want to go to college. And she's going to need to know how to sell because if she wants to be in a position where she's making as much money and running a successful business as her mother, then I want her to learn how to sell. The people that can't sell are super scared about offending somebody. So then, therefore, you go punch a clock, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's also nothing wrong with selling. Society has made us believe that if we punch a clock and we don't sell anything, we're okay. So you go work at the phone company, for example, like your local or your electric. Let's just say you work at your local electric company and you are the person behind the counter and you're greeting customers and you are the person taking calls that says, hey, this person's electricity is out and this person is having a problem and that person is having a problem. Okay, guess what? You don't get to work there unless somebody has sold that customer your electricity. Or you don't get to work at that internet company unless somebody in that company sold somebody. The salesperson is the one that's creating the jobs for everybody. Because if they can't sell, then they don't need anybody answering the phone, do they? Like our world does not exist without sales. And yet we look at people and we get mad because they're selling. Okay, why don't you just be quiet and listen to them and see what they have to offer? And then if it's something you like, fantastic. You just found a product you like. If it's something you don't like, then just say, you know what? I'm not interested in that. Thank you, but I'm just not interested. Okay. I just recently saw something about Amway. People are mad because they were being targeted by their neighbors with Amway. And they're like, oh, I think we just got scammed into Amway. Okay, but maybe you didn't. You can say no. You can be like, you know what? That's not for me. I don't want to be a salesperson. So no, thank you. But instead, it's a scam. I don't know. I know all kinds. I've been asked to be an Amway and I just said, no, thanks. It's not my thing. But it is interesting. Like, I find it very fascinating, their model and what they're promoting and the fact that they have this generational wealth thing going on. Like, did I listen? Yeah, I listened. I think it's interesting and it's cool. And for the right person, fantastic. Go ahead and do it. Just like not everybody should be an infinite banking coach, right? I mean, it's the same thing. You find what's going to work for you, but don't criticize those that are doing it. And don't criticize those that think that they're trying to help you because they're telling you about a product they have. Are they trying to sell their product? Yes. Are they going to tell you about it if it does not relate to you? No. If you are skinny, you're not going to hear somebody tell you about a weight loss product. And if they do, they want you to tell your fat friends. And then somebody should tell me. Anyway, Get over yourself is the moral of this 15-minute segment here. Just get over yourself. And why criticize those people? Because everything you have was sold to you, my friend. Everything. And if you are in sales, get over yourself as well. If you are not successful in sales, then get over yourself and start telling people about what it is you have. Ask for the sale. Ask them if they want to purchase it. However that comes out of your mouth. Don't be rude about it. That's the whole reason that everybody is tired of all this social media stuff. I get friend requests all the time from people I don't know. I look at their profile and they belong to some sort of a network marketing company. I have no problem with that, but you know what? I've been blasted in my inbox for those kind of things and they don't even know who I am. That's what I don't like. But that doesn't turn me off to the whole entire industry. It just turns me off to that person because that person was not taught how to be respectful. So if you're in sales, be respectful. Share your stuff. Don't talk to people just when you want to share your stuff. For the love of Pete, have a relationship with people that is genuine or just don't have one. Okay? Anyway, so that we have a couple bad apples out there, and then we all think that sales is bad because of a couple bad apples. So everybody, just get over yourselves. Go do your thing. Understand that you're all salespeople. It's not bad because we all buy stuff. All right. Let me know if you have questions on this. You probably don't have questions, but you might have a few comments. Send them my way. MaryJo@withoutthebank.com. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next podcast. You have a fantastic rest of your day.